Hey there, Rush fans. This is Mark Benetti alongside you for your latest edition of Behind the Bench, presented by Assurance Solutions, where we ask two of your favorite Rush players questions you've submitted to us on our social media platforms. This week, I'm joined by a pair of second-year pro defensemen. To my left, Jonathan Narbonne, and to my right, Matthew Brisebois. Gentlemen, we both got finished with the Miners Club tour with all the kids, all the young Rush fans coming through the locker room, getting to see a little piece of the experience that you guys have every day as a pro hockey athlete. So, Jonathan, first off, what was it like for you being with the kids today?
It was a nice experience. I never had the chance personally to visit a team, but I would have loved to. So it's a nice experience for them. I think so.
So if you could have visited a team as a kid, who would you want to have visited?
Montreal Canadiens. I was a big fan when I was younger. My dad would always listen to games, and I would have loved to visit them for sure.
Matthew, how about you? What was it like today for you?
Like said Jonathan, just say like for sure it's fun seeing kids around and hanging out with them. Like I wish I had that chance when I was younger, and like obviously as a Canadian, my favorite place would be Montreal Canadiens.
So. So now that the shoe's on the other foot and you're the role model, you're the professional athlete, what experience is that like for you, being able to hang out with the fans, the kids rather, and try and instill that fire in them to become a professional athlete?
Just being there, like I'm hanging out with them, like just being at their place, it would be like a great experience. So I just like being like there for them and signing a jersey probably do their day, and it's great for us doing that.
If there's any one piece of advice you could give a child wanting to become a professional hockey player, what is it?
Perseverance. Just never stop dreaming.
What about you now that the shoe's on the other foot? What's it like being a role model?
I don't know. I always had Matthew. We have little brothers, so it's natural. I like it, so it's just natural for me, I think.
And any piece of advice you'd give them?
Same thing almost. Never give up. Just keep working hard every day.
Well, we'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with your second half of Behind the Bench, presented by Assurance Solutions, after a word from our sponsors.
My job at Assurant involves keeping our customers informed at a time when they need us the most. I care about doing a good job for my company, but mostly I care about the people I serve. I found the same spirit of caring in a lot of my coworkers at Assurant. In the communities where we operate, we get involved with outreach groups and local charities. The same teams that are so good at helping our customers are also hard at work helping out in our neighborhoods. I think if I had to tell somebody one thing about Assurant, I'd say we care.
And we're back with your second half of Behind the Bench, presented by Assurance Solutions. Matthew, all the fans are obviously aware that you have an NHL contract with the Chicago Blackhawks. They want to know what's that entire experience with one of the recent Stanley Cup champions in the past couple of years, what that experience has been like.
Just being around those guys, it's just an amazing experience. Like when you speak with Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane, it's great. Like, and they just won the cup a couple of years ago, and they talk about their experience, and it's just great to hear.
Now, both of you gentlemen are extremely gifted defensemen, and you actually played against each other in the QMJHL and the junior ranks. For you, what was it like playing against Jonathan?
I mean, we didn't really know each other when we played against, but like before I get here, I knew who he was, I knew how he was playing, so it's just great, like know him now. So. Yeah.
What about playing against Matthew?
Way different. He was like here, a machine gun on power play would score. He had like a good team, so we always had good games against, and it's fun to know him like personally now, not against, because I would hate him before. Now I like him a little bit more.
So how does that work? How can you just switch a gear like that, going from absolutely hating a gentleman to then becoming best friends and playing on the same team?
Maybe only being like Frenchies. We're not a lot. we're not a lot, so we try to get we want to be closer. And I don't know, I like all the guys in the team, but when it's a French guy from Montreal, I don't know, it's more like personal, and I don't know, it's natural to get closer, I think.
Could you agree with that?
Yeah, for sure. When you get in a team and there's a guy just speak French, there's right away like a connection you do together. So. But no, like you said, like when you get to another team and you just fall in this team and you just it's obviously your friend. Like you need to be like a nice chemistry. So no, it's always nice to.
You know, your comment really makes me wish I'd stayed with French my whole life just so I could keep up in the locker room and maybe have some interesting conversations.
You're
but
not
maybe
part
not.
of a group.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining us this week. That's it for your latest edition of Behind the Bench presented by Assurance Solutions. And don't forget to submit your questions for your favorite Rush players on our social media platforms.